Whatever upcoming games you're planning on playing for the next couple of months, Clear Obscure, that one Amazon Delivery Man game thing, whatever, or another one of your weird Chinese gacha games, I want you to stop. Atlas just announced a new game, and I'm gonna proceed to be really annoying about it. It's been what, like half a year since the leaks? Based on the info we got at the time, I took it to mean at first that we'd be possibly getting a third game in the series, but turns out no. The clues we got at the time were for this, a kind of remaster/remake hybrid thing of Shinmegamitensei Devil Summoner, Raidou versus the Souless Army back on the PlayStation 2. With an alternate title, of course, because that name would have been a nightmare for the marketing team. And you know what? I'm just as hyped about this. This series is a masterpiece and it deserves to have more eyes on it. We got demons, we got great music, one of my favorite soundtracks of any game ever, actually, and we got that charming early 2000s feel. What more do you want from a game? I always saw the Devil Summoner Raidou games as being the Shin Megami Tensei series' gifted yet very neglected child. These games are just as incredible as the rest of the games in this franchise, if not better, yet they're barely brought up during SMT discourse. That kind of snowballed into newer fans getting into the fandom through Persona and Shin Megami Tensei 5 to essentially think, if people don't talk about these games, it's probably because they're not all that great. No, it's because people are stupid, and so are you if you don't play this game. Although, to be fair, that is more true in regards to the second game, Raidou vs King Abaddon, which is in fact my favorite SMT game ever made, discounting the Persona series. It's the one I put in 5th place when I made my top 100 JRPGs video a little while ago. The game is that good, and that one's getting remastered too eventually, I'm sure. Raidou vs the Souless Army, though, the one getting remastered right now, was a bit rough gameplay-wise. There wasn't a whole lot you could do, and it's all the more reason I'm very excited for this. The reason I say this is a remaster/remake hybrid, though, is because, well, to anyone who's ever played Souless Army before, this gameplay footage looks completely unrecognizable. When I first saw this footage, not gonna lie, I had mixed feelings about it. Raidou's run looks a bit weird, the game itself looks better, sure, but this isn't just an HD port like they did with Nocturne HD. No, they remade it from the ground up. With that being said, the footage they showed during the Nintendo Direct looked pretty rough. It definitely doesn't hold up graphically as well as Atlas's recent releases like Persona 3 Reload and SMT5, which is probably why they're marketing it as a remaster and not a remake, even though it kind of is a remake. That was mostly the fault of the footage being shown in the Direct being kind of low quality. The footage you're seeing right now is way better, and after seeing that, all my worries evaporated. The gameplay now looks way closer to how it was in King Abaddon, but with even more features, and again, King Abaddon is my favorite SMT game ever, so that just gets me pumped up. Although a part of me still dies inside when I see change in things I love, even if it is change for the better. Like say how the fixed camera angles are now gone, the ones that were kind of reminiscent of the older Resident Evil games, but as for me, as long as the game's charming atmosphere is still intact, we're Gucci. One thing I'm glad for is that it doesn't sound like the soundtrack's been tampered with, which is a great sign. Thank God for that. I don't want another 331 situation, man. The song remixes in Persona 3 Reload were complete ass. Shoji Meguro is a genius. Please don't never add any more unnecessary beeps and boops to his songs. We of course got the new cover art. That's gonna be my new screensaver for the next 3 years. I wonder if they got Kazuma Kaneko back to do this art. I thought he was retired or something. It could just be another artist mimicking his art style. They're doing an amazing job if it is. Now we got this list of all the enhancements we can look forward to. It says they're introducing the mag drain system, which is the one from King Abaddon, where you regain your MP whenever you crit an enemy after striking the weaknesses. Such an addicting system. I'm very glad to have it back. They're introducing combat skills to the game. This was leaked half a year ago, and it's the main reason why I thought this was going to be a third game and not a remaster, because we didn't have skills in the original game. We only had gun and sword attacks. We got a new shooting mode for our gun, probably making the gun a whole lot more useful this time around. Voice acting is something this game desperately needed. I love this game's characters a lot, but a lack of voice acting makes it that much harder to really connect with what's going on in the story. We are now able to recruit multiples of the same demons. That's wild. This is actually the first SMT game to allow that. So what will happen if we try to fuse two of the same demons together? But That'll be interesting. Significant increases in Raidou's titles. Titles are like your summoner rank. You get better ones the more you play. Think of Tekken Online. And the Atlas is actually doing a little contest community event thing where we can suggest our own titles to put into the game. I, of course, suggested the title Epic Gamer because that is indeed what I am. Go on and suggest your own titles before the deadline. I'll leave a link to it. One of the highlights for me is no more random encounters. That's just perfect. Because if you've ever played some of the older Atlas titles, you know their encounter rates are just horrendous. And that's pretty much all the interesting stuff I've noticed thus far. So yeah, I need you all to buy this game when it drops, ignore all other games, and then buy the second game when it drops too, when eventually. So Atlas gets it through their thick skulls that it's about time for a third game in the series. It's been 17 years. Right now, this game is all I'm thinking about. Like, I was actually hyped for Clair Obscur Expedition 33 coming out next month, and I'm currently playing Atelier Yumiya right now. It's a fun game, but no offense to these games, but I kind of don't care about them anymore. I'm kidding, kind of, not really. I just want to play some Devil Summoner again, man. Devil Summoner and Digimon Storytime Stranger. These two are now my two most anticipated games of this year. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Raidou Remastered. I know there are a ton of SMT fans that have never even realized that these games existed prior to this announcement. So let me know your thoughts on this game so far. If you played this game before and your thoughts on it. And as for me, I can't wait. I couldn't even sleep last night because I was just so excited. Thank you for watching me nerd the fuck out and essentially cheerlead this game. Subscribe for more gaming content just like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.